Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the guy behind Heyman Guys 1, Amir Bailey, and personally, I'm here to make a video in homage in the memory of 9/11. When 9/11 was going on 20 years ago, I was about to become a kid, to be honest with you. I wasn't really into wrestling like that, to be honest with you, back in 2001. Back in 2001, I don't think I ever been watching wrestling like that. I got into wrestling ever since a year later, but not in 2001. I could have sworn that I seen a little clips of it in the projects, but that's when my mom just tuned away from that and went into Bobby Jones. Yeah, so what's right behind me right now is this school, PS number 22 school. I used to been on the third floor, right up there in that classroom when 9/11 was striking force. I didn't know that the Muslims or the Arabs was taking hold of the airport, plus the pilot hijacking the plane. I didn't knew none of that. I could assume that the pilot probably induced some drugs or whatever and fell asleep on the plane, but looked at some of the videos, and the dome pilot's been murdered on the plane, and their plane's been taken over, and one of it struck Pennsylvania, the other one struck New York. The Twin Towers. One Twin Towers got struck, and then the other Twin Towers got struck. But when I was up there in the classroom, that's when I saw all the smoke, and it just turned foggy. Like, for real, I was hearing people's was yelling hideously. I was listening to that, and I was almost fearing for my life. But I was in Jersey City, and they were saying that if you was planning on making the trip to New York, the bottom of Manhattan, you might well just cancel on trips, because right there, almost miles away from the Statue of Liberty, been struck. Yeah, been struck like 3-4 times, and that's when the Twin Towers came down. I really feel for them peoples. My condolences to the families that lost their loved ones. Fortunate enough to say myself that I haven't lost a loved one. Yet I did lost a loved one, but it wasn't due to the Twin Towers. It was due to some other circumstances along the 20 years ahead. So yeah, I just had to share some memorable moments about my life personally. Yeah, I was in school when this was happening. I wasn't really intended on having this tragedy happening over there in New York. I wasn't really looking up for it, for that timeline. And just like I said, for those who lost their loved ones, um, and for the ones that paved the way to try to protect the peoples that was in the Twin Towers, and the peoples that was around the Twin Towers neighborhood, you know, I give my utmost respect to them and say thank you. Thank you very much for allowing yourself take to take a hard fall, or should I say, to take your life away and stuff like that. I just really feel sorry for y'all, like, for real, from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the park over there and stuff like that, but yeah. New York, I'm gonna be honest with you, New York haven't been the same anymore. Being that the Twin Towers ain't there anymore. But there are a couple of more tall buildings up there in Manhattan. Just hope that those buildings don't get knocked down as well. Yeah, so I think this sign been there ever since then, maybe like 12 20 years ago. I don't know, but it's right there. Yeah, this school right here, it really does bring back some memories. I had a hard life here, to be honest with you. It wasn't it wasn't peace and dandy here. You know, I you know, when a bully picks on an innocent bystander and stuff like that. Yeah, I was going through that, and that didn't felt good, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, I was in 314. I think that was the class number. And I had this teacher. Actually, I think I had two teachers. One of them was a teacher, the other one is a teacher aide. Yeah. So, and a couple of students that was in the class. And, yeah. And this happened around the time that I was learning some subjects in class. And just like I said, it's just a tragic moment, you know. Hearing a whole lot of people screaming and yelling, saying that we have to stay in our homes because, you know, Twin Towers, it was big, and whoever that got closer to it, when it fell, a whole bunch of dust would be coming their way, hitting them in the face, their eyes, and their hair, and all around them. But yeah, yeah. So many souls been lost down here on Earth. But I don't know if this really beats the record of 9/11, but this COVID, it knocked down millions of peoples. But 9/11 knocked down nearly 3,000 peoples. And to be honest with you, I really can't believe it. I really can't. Too many people's lost their lives down there in the bottom of Manhattan. People's down there and between the middle and the lower section of Manhattan and in Jersey City was scared for their life. Like it just happened back then, 20 years ago. I to this day, I can't believe that it has been 20 years since the tragedy happened. September the 11th, 2001. My birthday back then was just only 4 days away. And it just happened. It just happened on that day. So many people lost their lives. I'm kind of glad my birthday isn't on 9/11, but at the same time, that's something to remember. You know, this tragedy happened a week after Labor Day. I can't believe it. Personally, I can't believe it. And yeah, and this is the school that I was at, 3rd floor. I looked across the window, saw a whole lot of smoke going down. Actually, it wasn't up here, but my classroom was on the other side. I used to go in for breakfast around the corner from here, like two corners from here, and yeah, breakfast, lunch, it was tough. Even being in the classroom was tough with students. Students didn't want to act right, so I don't know if I got expelled or kicked up out of the school, and I ended up going to PS number 12 school because the school wasn't for me. To be honest with you, it felt like it was filled up with ghetto kids and causing trouble, causing problems and stuff like that. Yeah, so but with all due respect, I miss those peoples, those bravery peoples that been in the incident and 2 planes just cost their lives. 2, 3, 4. I felt like it was 4 that really struck and cost their lives. I really sorry about that. My condolences to the family. Although this happened not too far away from Manhattan. I mean, not too far away, yeah. The incident actually happened not too far away from Jersey City. And this is a place, that I kind of, grew up from. As a child, I would have to say my most memorable childhood moment would have to be the 9/11 because too many peoples were lost. And you know what they say. You could probably replace things back, but in this sense right now, as history speaks for itself, there's 2 things that you can't replace back. The 2 Twin Towers, which took years to build, and the lives that were lost. I'm really sorry for this tragedy. Hope they keep them in prayer. those families that lost their loved ones, hope that you keep them in prayer. Keep me in prayer. And keep 9/11 in the most memorable moments. God bless you. Being that today is Sunday. And have a wonderful day.